we're live. Just last ditch effort here for Feywild event. I need my Reaper cloak and the mount for hardcore, but I don't care that much about the mount. I care more about the.
From up ahead.
Of course, I'm more likely to get the mount before I am to get the Reaper. So, guess we'll see how that goes.
The Queen wishes to speak with you in her throne room. Yet to get there, you'll need to make your way past insurgent lizard folk that have turned against their queen.
I am now playing a EK Pelemaster Wizard. Dampier race. Just give me a little bit. I really wanted the strength a little bit, so that way, you know, like every little spell didn't make me helpless, because I get tired of being helpless. Looking at green moat. Looking you at Irestone. Welcome to the stream. Thinking about skipping this one, but
The lizard folk queen greets you.
I must speak with you, outsider. We both face a threat that could destroy us all.
The lizard folk queen swears that she means no harm to the nearby village, but she faces a growing rebellion within her tribe. You've agreed to help her defeat High Shaman Kevin, the leader of the rebels. These officers must be fomenting rebellion. Defeating as many of them as you can will please the lizard folk queen.
yeah, I know it's quiet. Not a lot going on a Friday night. Put an LFM up after I'm done with Saltmarsh. Do a last ditch effort hardcore. The hirelings are so slow and they don't even I don't have like any extra speed
High
boost
Shaman
other than what's
Kefir
on my
is
boots.
beyond the gateway, chanting some sort of incantation. But the door into the temple is sealed with a pair of crests. High Shaman Kefir and the other rebel leaders have met their end. Now to tell the Lizard Folk Queen.
Glad I have enough wisdom for that.
A grateful Queen Othokent says that the Lizard Folk are willing to ally with Saltmarsh. But first,
Go ahead
she
and
asks
rest just because
two
it's a
favors of you.
long quest.
Speak with the 3 ambassadors from other tribes and rescue the captured subchief, Irtos.
I've sent some of my most trusted followers to open the sealed doorways, giving you access deeper inside the caves.
Deeper access. Like where this is going.
This lizard folk carries a weapon dripping with acrid poison. You'd best deal with him before he turns
Those bottles
his
actually look
poison
pretty cool.
against the people of Saltmarsh.
Should get like some cosmetics for those.
You spot the spear crest on the table near a group of rebel officers. But the way is blocked by a magical barrier. The rebel officer laughs and casts a spell that creates barriers at the entrance. You'll need to fight to get the crest.
Gotta fight for your right to party. To just hide in the corner like, I'm just an NPC one, don't have me.
The subchief tells you that one of the rebel officers has taken the crest needed to free him to a nearby barracks. Now that you've saved Subchief Irtos, the Lizard Folk Rebellion has finally been put to rest. The Lizard Folk can focus on reclaiming their home from the Sahuagin.
Don't worry, I'm just playing tank for my hirelings.
Ambassadors from 3 different tribes await within this cavern. The Bullywugs, the Troglodytes, and the Sea Elves. The ambassador of the Troglodyte tribe has asked you to find his stolen necklace and deal with the thief responsible.
Wow.
You've concluded negotiations with the Bullywug tribe. You've secured the Sea Elves' support in the Alliance.
I think I made those guys mad at me.
The thief collapses, dropping a carved bone necklace. Return this to the Troglodyte ambassador.
Oh, you guys come with me. Leave those poor lizard folk alone. I know it's been said like a bazillion times, but
You've secured the Troglodytes'
God, the
tribe
AI is so
support in the
dumb on
Alliance.
hirelings.
Alarm bells ring out from the Central Ocean Grotto. With the Lizard Folk tribe weakened by the rebellion, they'll need your help to survive an attack. Just as you arrive in the Central Ocean Grotto, the gates protecting the underwater entrance slam open.
I love how my hirelings will heal these lizard folk protectors. Like, that's not what you're here for. You're here to help me. Although I guess in a roundabout way that is helping me. More bodies on the field to help kill them. Even though they don't actually do much. I'm out of mana. Oh no. Marth doing some work though.
The queen and the subchief arrive just as the last of the Sahuagin falls.
You have earned the gratitude of the lizard folk, outsider. Speak with me once more. There is a matter we must discuss. The lizard folk will stand together with your town. Together, we will send the Sahuagin invaders back into the sea.
Hastily erected fortifications surround a low entrance into the hillside. This is the lizard folk's new lair. The crates the sailor mentioned aren't anywhere on this deck. They must be somewhere below. There's a gaping hole in the ship's hull. Beyond it, you can see a cave leading down into the depths of the water. underwater cave opens up into a large cavern. You appear to have found the lizard folk who hijacked the sailor's cargo. There are doorways to the north and to the south. The north door is sealed, leaving the south as your only option.
Gross, another green one.
Gears whir into action, and the ground shakes as a massive door grinds open nearby. Then there's a sudden clatter of stone. It seems that the shaking caused the nearby cave wall to collapse. Looking closely, you can see that the cave continues beyond the cascading spray of the waterfall.
Oops.
Peering into the pool, you can see an underwater tunnel leading to the north.
Like a pro.
Two sealed doors lead off of this chamber, one to the west and one to the south. Lizard folk suddenly leap down from the darkness above. You can see a pile of crates matching the sailor's description on the other side of the room. As you approach the crates, you hear a guttural voice.
These weapons are needed for the High Shaman's plan.
Then the lizard folk drop from above. The lizard folk traitor is dead. Now, to recover the cargo you were sent here to find. You found the crates you were looking for, but they contained weapons, not wine. It seems that sailor wasn't telling the truth. This ship seems to have sunk very recently. The main cabin appears to be completely intact.
I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take level. I mean, I can't cast that spell. Okay. Why? Oh, yeah, while I'm here. Actually, just realized. Alrighty, well, thank you for the follow. Irish Caveman 69. Oh, hi, Will. How's it going? Welcome to my stream. My Friday stream.
Something strange has been sighted off the coast of Stormreach, the mysterious Isle of Dread. Speak to Wolf, the gatekeeper in Stormreach Harbor, to learn more about this land of dinosaurs and danger.
I'm doing good. Just last ditch effort here for the hardcore stuff here in DDO. the special event that's been going on in this game ends this weekend at the next Tuesday technically, but this is the last weekend, so it's the last time I'll get a good chance to play it and try to complete it. Oh, am I out of my hirelings? Oh no. Mistakes were made. I'll be back. You ready for tomorrow? I almost forgot what I came here for. That would have been silly. Alright, now I'm ready to quest.
Your were-rat ally has found a way into the underground arenas run by the Night Brigade. You've been given a special talisman that allows you to transform into a rat when needed. Sneak inside and defeat the Night Brigade's Battlemaster. The talisman shines brilliantly for a moment, and you transform into a rat. A wary panther stalks these halls, searching for prey. Best to avoid confrontation, as you cannot fight in this form. This crowd of people makes an ideal hiding spot for a small creature. Being a rat has its advantages. The rat talisman shines once more, and you revert back to your normal form. A magical voice booms from all around. The challengers for our first bout have entered the arena. Can they survive against the Night Brigade's hand-raised reptilian terrors? Let's find out. The magical voice calls out once more. The challengers win, earning them the chance to move on to the second arena. Was this victory true skill or dumb luck? Only time will tell.
Yeah, the darn.
Let's all welcome the newcomers to
So
the
I'm playing
second
a
arena. Their opponents this time are straight
wizard.
from the snowy peaks of the Storm
That's a
Horns.
Eldritch
A band
Knight
of fierce
and
deadly
Pale
orcs.
Master.
May the most brutal fighters win.
More on the martial side than the casting side. However, you're still a caster in the end.
Unbelievable!
Just something to keep in mind.
The warband has been defeated. There will be a brief pause to give the newcomers a chance to rest and wash the blood off their blades. But the question remains, do they have what it takes to make it all the way?
Oh shit, I killed him. I didn't even know you could do that. Whoops. My bad.
Night Brigade lackeys guard the door leading further into the cave
What is this
system.
consequences for my
So
actions
far,
thing?
You've played their game. Now, it's time for them to play yours.
No, there's my moat. And yay, it's a blue. Ugh, matriarch. Say no to drugs, kids. Where are you going? Can you stand still? That'd be great. Thanks. think I forgot to do my points after I leveled, huh? Should probably do that after this one.
The reigning champion of the final arena, a massive cloud giant, has just defeated a displacer beast. A trapdoor opens, swallowing the corpse of the defeated. The cloud giant then turns to attack, resigned to his fate. In the arena, there can only be victory or death.
There can only be one.
As the cloud giant falters, the Night Brigade's battlemaster rushes into the arena to continue the fight. Agartha the Breaker enters the fray with a joyous battle cry. You've defeated the battlemaster and destroyed her arenas. Now that you've deprived the Night Brigade of their best trained fighters, it should be easier to bring the gang to their knees. Like many wizards, the Grand Arcanist has built his lair high atop a tower. You ready yourself for the inevitable climb up the stairs. The stairs continue to spiral upward. You steel yourself and your leg muscles for more climbing. You try the door at the top of the stairs, only to discover that it's barred shut on the other side. But you notice a gap at the bottom of the door. Something could squeeze in there. Something small, like a rat.
Ooh, what's this? Rats appearing on my doorstep? Wonderful. A volunteer to test my labyrinth.
The open room suddenly melts away, and you find yourself surrounded by looming walls. The Grand Arcanist has made you a test subject in his labyrinth. Now to make your way out. You hear a small voice in the corner, beckoning you over. The pitiful creature tells you that it was imprisoned inside this labyrinth as one of the Grand Arcanist's test subjects, just as you were. It and a few of its friends have managed to make it into the walls, but it has been unable to escape past the guards until you came along. It asks you to help its friends as well.
Bah humbug on the green. Oops. Nukes keep no little ready.
You found your way through the twists and turns of the Grand Arcanist's maze at long last. When you finally reach him, you'll be sure to let him know exactly what you thought of it.
What's this? How did you get in here? You've ruined my experiment! These will make you suffer! Oh, let me get my notebook to record the results.
brought an end to the Grand Arcanist and his strange experiments along with him. One more of the Night Brigade's lieutenants has been dealt with, and you're one step closer to getting revenge for the were-rats.
I think most people who know me know I don't really care for hirelings, but they do have their uses. There's a lot of traps on this one. I don't like traps. Traps are bad. For me. This is where most new quests don't have traps that are in the way.
Major member of the Night Brigade.
That
This
can
one
halt
is
you
known as
from
the
actually
Master
completing
Thief.
the quest.
But she won't be easy to find.
This one, though.
You barely catch the sound of a muffled conversation, but it quickly falls silent as you approach.
This has a detour on both sides, so you can easily just transfer back. Help people across.
This area matches the description the were-rats gave you. You're on the right track. You hear the telltale click of a trap just before the floor collapses.
Oops.
With the last piece of the puzzle falling into position, a magical floor reconnects the two hallways.
Oh, look, there's a mouse hole here. What could it be for? Totally forgot I had knock. I don't know if I want to waste my time using it. Waste my mana doing it.
This opulent manor seems quite out of place after all of the damp sewers and dusty tunnels you had to traverse to reach it. The Master Thief's nose wrinkles in distaste as you enter.
Oh, came through the sewers, did you? I hope you enjoyed all the little traps I laid.
I built all that to separate out the chaff, so only talented rogues make it through. But I doubt you came all this way looking for a place in my guild, or even to steal my treasure. No,
You got hero writ all over you.
you're here for something more
Confrontational.
confrontational.
Well, far be it from me to keep you waiting. Kill him.
They didn't last long.
Guess this is one of those jobs I have to do myself.
The Master Thief falls to the ground, gasping.
How? How did you get so sure?
With the Master Thief defeated, the Night Brigade stands on the brink of defeat. The Were-Rats will be pleased to hear how their plan is going.
This is the entrance to a temple of Shah, where the Night Brigade's leader is said to live. Now to find a way inside. The stranger asks you to do what you can to bring Seluna's light to Shah's temple. You spot a small hole up in the wall ahead, leading into the Shah temple. you shift into rat form so that you can make your way inside. Now that you've reached the temple's entrance hall, you resume your normal form. Peering past the gloom into the center of this vast chamber, you see an altar devoted to Shroud, the goddess of night, shadow, and loss. Shah's altar is protected by shadows, her fierce and faithful allies. You found another rat hole, so you shift into rat form once again. You resume your normal form as you enter the hallway. You've arrived at last, just in time for my last design to die. spend my life spreading the goddess's darkness in this city. And I'll die doing the same. The Night Brigade has fallen. You've punished their crimes and avenged their victims. Yet a thought rises unbidden in your mind. The truest victory against Shah's darkness is to make a light.
The people here know the name of Elminster, the wizard who braved the demon web. Some call him the Sage of Shadowdale, others the Great Oversorcerer. If anyone can fathom Lolth's plans, Elminster will.
The peace of this part of the forest has been disturbed by an infestation of blights. The villagers say this happened because a nearby hag offended the goddess Myliki. You've come here to find the hag and discover the truth. You notice two unusual trees among the rest. Instead of shooting up towards the sky, their trunks twist and turn, each of them wrapped around a colored orb. You smile to yourself as you recognize the telltale signs of a hidden door. No doubt, by activating these orbs, you'll reveal a path. You hear a rustling of leaves and snapping of vines from back in the direction of the clearing, as if the trees themselves were moving. The pathway to the hag has been revealed. The hag loudly asserts her innocence. She tells you that someone else may have angered Myliki. A red wizard of Thay who recently arrived in the forest. The corruption is palpable in this part of the forest. Something horrible has happened here, and nature is responding to it. A warm voice calls out to you.
Adventurer, hear me. This forest needs your help.
The voice continues.
The hag speaks true. She is not the source of my anger. Something far worse has come to the forest. Come to my shrine and I will explain.
Myliki herself reaches out to you to describe the Red Wizard's crime. He's killed a unicorn, the goddess's favorite creature, on her shrine, defiling it. She implores you to find and defeat the offender. You realize with horror that this Red Wizard has not only slain a unicorn, he is about to commit an even more heinous deed. He's going to raise the unicorn's corpse. The worried hag frantically gestures for you to talk to her. The hag explains that she is oath-bound not to harm the unicorn, even if it's undead. If you can deal with the unicorn, she can deal with the wizard. The undead monstrosity falls to the ground with a dull
Nap
thud.
time while this lady talks.
Perhaps the unicorn can now rest undisturbed. You hear the hag cackle from the entrance to the clearing.
Who's the fool now, mortal?
Before the Thayan can utter a word, the hag imprisons him with a gesture. A smile curls across the hag's face.
You poor dear. Did you tire yourself out playing with your puppets?
You suddenly realize your battle with his undead servants has left the wizard drained of magic. She waves her hand and a chest appears.
Thank you for the gift, dearie. Here's something in return. A few bits and bobs I had lying around.
Interesting.
Don't spend it all in one place.
The hag calls as she leaves, the red wizard in tow.
I'm going to enjoy
Not
this.
super useful for me. Oh, I forgot I could put that on. And I forgot equipping stuff. Oh, that was silly.
This Stellara module is narrated by
The tomb opens up into a larger space. The underground structure is much bigger than the surface entrance would suggest. The holy symbols of the sovereign host adorn the walls around you. This place was once hallowed ground.
Wrong way. Ouch. I wish this had a mute button that I could just click. What am I fighting at?
You notice a note on the floor near a mangled body there. A chill passes through you as skeletons rise behind the bars to the sides of the room. They don't look entirely solid.
Heat and steam rise from the cave entrance before you.
The air here is hot and stinks of brimstone. Vile fumes sting your eyes. From beyond the door come low, chanting voices, and a disturbing feeling like something stirring deep within the earth. On a ledge, high above the lake of magma, you sense something unholy and foul.
Definitely don't want to forget to pull a lever.
The altar of the dragon below lies ahead. As the first altar crumbles, a dark presence seems to gather just beyond the edges of your vision. The dragon below awakes. A second altar rests at the end of this cavern. Its power makes bile rise in your throat. The second altar breaks, and you feel a faint tremor below your feet. The dragon stirs.
Gesundheit.
The air grows more stifling, the sulphurous stench more nauseating. The heart of the mountain lies ahead.
Oh no, Gnib. That could be me.
A howl greets you from across the chasm. Make Morag, High Shaman of the Dragon Below, thunders with rage. As Meg Morag falls, he shouts something in an eldritch language. The stones echo his words, and are still. Ahead, the third altar collapses, and dark presence seems to lift from the caves. The dragon below's power is broken.
Heat and steam rise from the cave entrance before you. Heat and steam rise from the cave entrance before you.
Where before the caves were merely hot, now they are sweltering. The air itself seems on the verge of catching fire. The voices of the ogres are silenced, but now there is something even more ominous. An old and mighty anger you can feel through the door. The grinding of stones and the crackle of flame fill the air. In the haze, things seem to move that have no right to. The elemental collapses, shaking the stones as the spirit returns to its home plane.
and pull the lever.
Another elemental lurks ahead, watching you with eyes that smolder like dying stars. Again, you will triumph over the elementals and make Murin summon. Only one remains in the depths of the caves.
Okay then.
Waves of baking heat wash up the tunnel, and with them a hate so pure it seems almost physical. Alas, all over the fire caves, Mephit's voices cry out in despair. The elementals are slain, one and all.
Heat and steam rise from the cave entrance before you. The Weeping Cove is rumored to be a resting place of Two-Toed Tobias, an ancient three-barrel legend. The cacophony of wailing and moaning becomes clearer as you enter the cave. An opening in the ground reveals another body of water to explore. The valve triggers a rush of water through the pipes, followed by the sound of a door opening. A strong current pushes against you. You hear doors close ahead and behind you. You fear that you are trapped. Cervantes, Two-Toed Tobias's first mate, has been returned to the depths. A slight breeze emerges from behind the wall. A ship's mast rises up from a chasm in the cave floor. A frigid cold cuts through your body as you see a frozen river below. The source of the cold air is coming from this room. The fire jets melt the ice, allowing you to continue your search for Two-Toed Tobias. The second valve triggers another chain reaction, which opens the door to the rest of the dungeon. Levers appear on opposite sides of the room, adorned with bullseyes. As the lever flips back, the floor opens. The door before you opens as if you were expected. The supposed urban legend speaks to you.
It's about time someone found me. I have long...
The legend of Two-Toed Tobias was not just an urban myth. Although it is doubtful that anyone will believe your tale of victory. Cove is rumored to be a resting place of Two-Toed Tobias, an ancient three-barrel legend. spot a bent figure in the distance. The hag gives a surprised laugh, then scuttles off. This soaring structure is Winwood Hall, the home of Lord Arden and the local center of the Summer Court.
You awake from your unexpected slumber. At first, things seem as before. You're still at Winwood Hall, and Melody is still standing beside the bed. Then you realize that Lord Arden is missing, and so are the flower and the loot you need for the ritual. Melody begins speaking in a familiar voice.
Lord Arden's true name? Of course I know it. But it's for me to know and for you to never get. Now, be a good adventurer and die to monsters in the wilderness. While I go make sure Lord Arden never, ever wakes up.
She cackles as she teleports away. You see creatures milling around near the gate to Winwood Hall. Then you notice that things seem different. This isn't the Feywild. You are trapped inside a dream. You approach a shadowy form that appears to be Lord Arden, reading a note with a worried expression on his face. The figure doesn't notice your presence. You spot movement underneath the bridge. Moving closer, you see a nasty-looking troll guarding the missing loot. Bits of troll and drops of its blood splash into the river as the battle progresses. The bits grow rapidly into new bridge trolls that join the fight. You've recovered Hearsome's loot for the ritual. Inside the magically sealed gazebo ahead floats the frosted cerise you need for the ritual. 3 bears rest outside. Magical talking bears, no doubt. This is the Feywild, after all. You've recovered the frosted cerise for the ritual. You've recovered both the loot and the frosted cerise. Now, where has Melody hidden Lord Arden? You notice a pillar of magical energy streaming from a distant portal. Perhaps that contains the secret. You approach the portal grove, but a pixie flutters into your path.
She said to make sure you didn't make it to her. I won't let you get near them. I won't let him wake up.
The pixie smirks.
You won't get past my friends and me. So long as they are alive, their devotion will sustain me eternally.
A portal opens as the pixie collapses. In his last moments, he says,
You haven't won yet. You still need the true name.
You exit the portal and find yourself in a strange, empty void. Yet that appears to be Lord Arden's resting place ahead. Between you and Lord Arden stands Cadence the Hag. She must have been disguised as Melody the Apothecary the entire time. Cadence prepares for battle.
Thrice damned adventurers never know when to quit. I should have seen that you can't trust the pixie to do a hag's work.
Cadence finishes her conjuration. Slimes emanating a frigid mist suddenly appear nearby.
You killed my sister, so I'll have to make do with these vile cauldron leftovers. I wouldn't go anywhere near them personally now. Be a dear and die for good this time.
Weakened and battered, Cadence tries to surrender.
All right. That's enough. You need what I have. So then, let's make a deal.
You've reluctantly decided to allow Cadence to live, in exchange for Lord Arden's true name. You lay out the ingredients for the ritual, and repeat the steps to reverse the curse. First, play the lute. Then, grind up the flower's roots. Last, burn the roots along with Lord Arden's true name. You play a brief melody on Hirsam's lute. You mash the flower's roots into a pulp with little effort. You set a small blaze, then drop the crushed roots and Lord Arden's true name into it, completing the ritual. As the smoke rises, Lord Arden's eyes open. He springs out of the bed. Lord Arden thanks you for awakening him from this curse. He urges you to speak with him back at Winwood Hall in the waking world. A motley group of redcaps guards the gate ahead. It's strange that a noble of the Summer Court would retain those violent, unpredictable creatures as servants. A curious tree stands here by itself. A single, brilliantly red apple hangs from one of its branches. The tree itself seems to sigh as you finish your song. Its branches quiver, and the apple drops at your feet. The sprawling courtyard seems deserted.
What can I do
A
for
lone
you,
tower looms ahead. Lord Xavier will likely be found
What can I do
inside.
for you,
Lady
Lapland?
White Lily has
My
requested
part
that you
in the
find her
story
a
is
snack.
done.
A frivolous request, it
Time
seems.
to rest.
Yet, in the Feywild, small promises may have strange consequences. This storehouse is occupied by a very energetic chest. It gapes at you with a big, toothy grin and speaks.
Approach, friends! I am Riddlelock! Come, let us talk!
The tower is a true friend, and may a true friend may enter.
As you reach for the door, a swirling torrent of snowflakes envelops you. Yet, you aren't harmed. You don't even feel cold. A peculiar dog guards this door, all by itself. Or so it seems. Eladrin guards, wearing the garb of the Summer Court, await you in this room. One of them holds up a hand to hail you.
Strangers, I would parley before we come to blows. You may step forward in safety to speak.
These Eladrin are convinced you are the enemy. You have no choice but to put them down. More redcaps. These look like they had fresh blood on their weapons. Most of these Eladrin appear to be victims of the Redcaps. Whoever has replaced Greymoss must be desperate now. You have reached the top of the tower, where a regal Eladrin silently awaits your approach. He appears to be alone.
But your precious Greymoss is dead. Trusting idiot. Who told you the Prince of Frost wanted you dead, Me? Who said these Outlander dolts were his tools? Yeah, me. But it was you who was supposed to die willingly on their blades as a distraction while I do Harrison's bidding. But no, guess I just have to tell you all myself now.
The hag's form splits into several mirror images. You'll need to watch closely to see which one is the real threat. The hag dies, screeching to the last. After a moment, the Viscount rises to his feet and blurts.
Who was that? What's going on? I demand an explanation!
Alright, gonna stop the stream there. Thanks for watching.